What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming back. Man, I'll tell you what, the weather has turned right outside. It's nice and warm. Man, it's got me thinking about all the festivals and carnivals we missed, food truck rallies. It's got me jonesing for that carny food, man. You know, I'm talking about big old corn dogs, mustard slathered all over them, some pulled pork nachos with jalapenos and all the good stuff in there, and turkey legs. That's exactly what this video is about, smoked turkey legs. All right, the first thing we need to do for our smoked turkey legs is get them in a brine. I like to brine them about 24 hours ahead of time. My brine starts with about 6 cups of water, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of pink curing salt. This is gonna help us get that rich, pink, attractive color to the meat after it's smoked. Then I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons just a generic all-purpose poultry seasoning. Now inside this makes it easier because this poultry seasoning, it's got sage, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, black pepper, and nutmeg, all of it mixed up at once. Now I also want to put in there 1 tablespoon of whole black peppercorns and 2 bay leaves. But I'm going to leave these out because I'm going to brine these turkey legs 2 per Ziploc baggie. Now I've brined in deep bowls, I've brined in low flat pans, but I feel like putting them in a Ziploc baggie helps get all the brine around all of the leg, and it takes up less space. But because these things will float, I want to make sure I get 1 bay leaf in one bag, 1 bay leaf in the other, and about half a tablespoon in each bag as well, because if I'm just pouring this stuff in the bag, you know, I could end up getting more peppercorns in one than the other. I like it to be a little even. But I got to thinking, this bay leaf, I use bay leaf in a lot of different recipes. What even is a bay leaf? What does it do? I know what the pepper does. I mean, everybody knows what pepper does. Poultry seasoning, we just talked about that. The salt, that's gonna help retain the moisture in the meat. And then the pink curing salt, we've already discussed that. Brown sugar is gonna help us get a little sweetness to it. But what about the bay leaf? So I started looking on the side of this thing. It says, our bay leaves have a tea-like flavor and minty aroma that add depth to slow-cooked dishes. Well, that's what my mom used to say. Okay, but what does it taste like? So what I did was, I ended up, while I was making my coffee this morning, I took and put a little hot water in a cup, and I put a couple bay leaves in this cup. I let these things steep for a little bit, and I'll tell you what, they do have a very mellow, minty, tea-like flavor to this water. I really like this. I think this is gonna help infuse all the flavors together and help add depth. All right, so I just wanna mix this stuff up really good. I wanna dissolve it. Now you could take this mixture, put it on the stovetop and boil it so that it all dissolves together, but you don't have to. As long as you get it mixed up well enough that your salts and your sugar dissolves and your seasonings mixes in. All right, now that we got our brine all mixed up, what we wanna do is get 2 turkey legs into 1 bag. I put them in big side down, meat side down, just like that. And we want to pour half of our brine into this bag. Now this is a lot easier to do if you have somebody helping you, but it makes it really easy to do this in a bag if you have some kind of container. So we're gonna give this another quick little stir. And let's see if we can make some magic. Woo. Easy. That's about half my solution. Half the brine. Okay, good. Now remember what I was saying earlier. I want to do, the whole recipe calls for a tablespoon of peppercorns, but I want to do about half a tablespoon in each. Half minus 1 peppercorn. And the whole recipe calls for 2 bay leaves, but I want to get 1 in each. Now, if I was to simmer this on the stove, I would have put these ingredients in and simmered it to get all the flavors to infuse. But since we're going straight from the mixing bowl right into the brine bag. I feel like we're okay. Now I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit, and then I wanna pop all the air out of this. That's the beauty of using the bag. You get all the air out of this. Boom. Just like that. Number 2. Okay guys, so these things are ready to go in the fridge to brine overnight. One of the things I like to do is stand them up in something. Try to get them so that the bags are upright. Try to get them so that the bags are upright. That way all the liquid is down in the bottom with the big ends of the legs, the big muscly end of the legs down in the bottom. This will store in the fridge overnight for about 24 hours. We'll pull them out, dry them off tomorrow just in time for the Sunday smoke. All right, smoker's going, heating up. 24 hours of brine on these monster looking turkey legs. Now, I guess they're not monster. They're about 2 pounds each, a little over, a little under. So not really monsters. There we go. There's our bay leaf. Let's pull that bad boy out. We don't want to be smoking bay leaves. I don't know what, never mind. All right, I'm gonna pull these out of the brine. I'm gonna put them on some paper towels here because I wanna get them dry. Now we're gonna coat these with a little bit of oil and put our rub on them, but I wanna get all this brine off of them. I wanna basically just dry them off here. Just pat them dry, just like that. All right, we'll get this paper towel out of here, get it right on our pan. I'm just gonna use this pan to get my seasoning on them. Okay. Little olive oil, just gonna rub that on. I wanna also try to bring this skin over. Rub it up. Again, this oil, it's gonna help the skin crisp up, but it's also gonna help our rub stick a little better. All right. Now for the rub, what I'm using is just the same pork rub, fish rub that I've been using. No salt in this, and we've got plenty of salt in the brine, but let's just shake some of this stuff on here. We'll get this coated up real good. This is all flavor, no salt in the rub, plenty in the brine. You know what? I don't like the way this is hanging out over here. I might trim some of this up a little bit. And the butcher was a little careless. But that's all right. We thank him for the work he's done. Touch this up again. All right, guys, there they are. Brined, dried, oiled, rubbed. Ready for the smoke. All right, let's get these bad boys on. We'll lose a little heat. We have to keep this door open, but put this bad boys on and get it back up to 275. All right, we're sitting at about the 1 hour mark right now. Let's give a peek here. Let's check some temp. At the 1 hour mark, we are sitting at 129, 140 on that one over there. The big boy back here, 131, 131. All right, still got water in the pan. Still got a ways to go. So I'm trying to get up to 165, 170 for 2 of them. That's edible. That's your typical carnival style smoked turkey leg. The other 2, we're doing sideshow style. Get them up to 165, 170. I'm gonna bring them in, wrap them in foil, put them back in. I want those things shake off the bone done. All right, 2-hour mark. Let's give these bad boys a look. 145, 145. No, we still got a ways to go. I think I'm gonna rearrange some of these. There we go. Maybe a little flip. Oh yeah. All right, after rotating and flipping, playing musical turkey legs, reposition a couple things, looking pretty good. Sitting at about 145 at the 2-hour mark. I may have had a little bit of smoker issues, temperature fluctuating, the wind is kind of going out here, but we'll get this up to 165, 170. 167, 170, 165, 165. Let's pull them. All right, out of the smoker, back out on the counter. What I'm gonna do is take 2 of these, wrap them up in foil, get them back out there. 2 of them carnival style, 2 of them sideshow. All right, 2 good, back on. Just want to get these wrapped up tight in some foil. All right, boom, and man, I'll tell you what, these are good to eat right now. But remember, these are the sideshow turkey legs. We want these shake off the bone smooth. Yeah. All right, so for these 2 that are already ready, I'm gonna wrap these up in some peachy paper, beautiful peachy paper. We're gonna store them in an insulated box. That way we can take them over to mom and dad's for the taste test. And one more little towel over the top to help keep them insulated. Lid on. Now we're just waiting for those others to come off. Remember, we got 2 more going sideshow style. Out there on the smoker, wrapped up in the foil. They're already at 165, 170. They're already edible. We want these things shake off the bone crazy good. So
Dad, are those turkey legs done?
No, they're not done yet, son. Hey. So we got these things on about 11:30. Right now it's stop, right? So we got them on about 11:30. Right now it's about 2:30. So we're working on about 3 hours. The wind has been playing havoc with my my propane burner here. It's it's the Masterbuilt 320S propane smoldered lump charcoal or lump wood, but we're doing okay now. I kicked I kicked the temperature up. Now I'm sitting at around 3 to 320. It's right around in there. But again, I just want to get the temperature on the inside of those legs, on the inside of that foil up. I'm shooting for around 200 again, just going with the just going off of the pork butt / brisket method. Anyhow, we'll see how this goes. This is more of an experiment. This might be the bust. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Been wrapped up in the foil for about another hour, back on, running about 300 degrees, 320. We're able to maintain it even with this wind swirling around. Let's give these things a poke and see where we're at. Oh yeah, 205, 208. Let's check them. Let's feel the tenderness. Again, this is an experiment. I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Might be a bust. Man, I'll tell you what, it's like squeezing a really, really soft potato, man. Let's get them off. All right. Man, all right, we got them back in the house. I'll tell you what, I'm super excited to rip into one of these things. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I'll tell you what, we got a party to go to. We're gonna take these in our ice chest with the others. We're gonna open them up over at Mom and Dad's. It's a celebration for Mom's birthday party, and let's get the taste test going over at the party. All right, let's get into this. Smoked turkey legs, 2 ways. One of them's carnival style, the other one's sideshow style. Resting, cooling. Actually, these things have rested about as long as we rest a brisket, about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So pulled these off at the house. Here's the ones that are carnival style. You can find these at any kind of carnival festivals where you live. There we go. Typically, you'll see them with a little bit of tinfoil around the edge. I'll tell you what, this smells so good. I'm dying to get into this. I gotta take a bite of this.
Well, maybe you could cut it first. That's my editorializing. Oh, yes.
Man, I'll tell you what, that pink curing salt that we used to brine it really did give it that pink skin on the end, that pink meat on the inside. This is good, and the skin's got that good bite through. Now I'm really interested to see
both kids are right.
what the sideshow has to offer. Now these, I'm hoping, will just shake right off the bone. This is the experiment. This might be the bust video, babe. I don't know. Let's see. So these got to 165 internal out on the smoker, and then we wrapped them, brought them up to 205, 208.
All right.
Okay, boy. So these should be really juicy and tender, what I'm hoping. Oh man, oh my gosh.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that. Woo! Man.
Oh my God.
Oh, that looks delicious.
This is just, you can, son, get in there.
I want a piece too.
All right.
That's good.
Thank you,
Oh,
son.
damn, that's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, this was a lot of fun making this video, man. This was an experiment. I think it turned out pretty good. It's not shake off the bone like we wanted it to be, but man, what better way to celebrate a great Sunday afternoon with all kinds of family than with a carnival favorite. Man, I miss the festivals. If you got a festival going on at your place, a carnival going on at your place, go get you some smoked turkey legs. You won't find the sideshow legs unless you come over to my place or you find my booth. Thanks for watching.
Emmy, I do have. Okay.
Dad, are you filming?
Look at Liam. Liam and Isaiah are here, like, digging this. Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, and
Did that just fall off the bone?
It did.
That's that sideshow smoked turkey leg. You won't find it at your local carnival unless you see me there.